You're not lazy. You're just chasing 10 goals at once and finishing none of them. Stick with me for the next few minutes because by the end of this video, you'll know the one thing successful people do differently that most people never figure out. Right now, you probably have a list. Get fit, save money, start a business, learn a new skill, wake up early, read more books, fix your mindset, build better habits, network more, eat clean, all of it at the same time. And every single morning, you open your eyes already exhausted. Not because you didn't sleep enough, but because your mind is trying to run 10 different races before you've even had coffee. Think about your last few months. How many things did you actually start, and how many did you actually finish? If you're honest, the number of finished is small. Not because you're incapable, not because you're lazy, but because you've been splitting one battery across 10 devices and wondering why none of them charge fully. Here's the truth nobody tells you. Doing everything is the same as doing nothing. Your energy, your time, your willpower, none of it is infinite. Every time you split your focus, you cut your progress in half, then in half again. Until one day you look up, a year has passed, and almost nothing has actually moved. Not because you didn't try, because you tried in 10 directions instead of one. This isn't a discipline problem, it's a focus problem. And unlike discipline, which feels like a personality trait, focus is a skill, which means it's fixable, starting today. Look at anyone who's actually built something real. An athlete who became a legend in their sport didn't train for 5 sports at once. They picked one and gave it everything they had for years, while everyone else was well-rounded. A founder who built a company most people have heard of didn't launch 5 businesses simultaneously. They obsessed over one idea, refined it, nearly quit on it, and pushed through, because it was the only thing they let themselves focus on. Even outside of business and sports, think about anyone in your own life who's actually changed something. The person who lost the weight and kept it off. The person who paid off their debt. The person who actually finished their degree while working full-time. None of them were juggling 10 transformations at once. They picked the one that mattered most and they let the rest wait. This isn't luck. It's a pattern repeated across every field, every generation. Every person who's gone from nothing to something did it by narrowing their focus, not expanding it. They said no to 9 things so they could say yes to one, completely. Meanwhile, most people are doing the exact opposite. 10 half-started goals. 10 sources of guilt sitting in the back of their mind. 0 real results to show for the effort. If you feel behind in life, it's usually not because you're not working hard enough. It's because your hard work is scattered across 10 directions instead of pointed at one. So here's the shift you need to make. Stop asking, what are all my goals? Start asking one better question. What is the goal? The single one that, if I actually achieved it, would make the other 9 easier or make them irrelevant completely. Because that goal exists for you right now. Maybe it's your finances. Once your money situation is solid, your stress drops, your options open up. Your relationships get lighter, your sleep improves. Almost everything else gets easier because one massive source of pressure is gone. Maybe it's your body and your energy. Once you fix your discipline there, your sleep, your movement, your food, it spills into your work, your mindset, your confidence, even how you talk to people. One domino tipping over the next 10. One real goal, chosen on purpose, changes your entire life faster than 10 goals chased half-heartedly ever could. This is what focused people understand that scattered people don't. You don't need more goals. You need less noise around the one that actually matters. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I have real responsibilities. I can't just ignore everything else and focus on one thing. And that's fair. This isn't about abandoning your job, your family, your basic responsibilities. This is about your growth goals. The extra stuff you're piling on to an already full life and expecting yourself to conquer all at once. Those are the ones you narrow down. Your one goal becomes the priority project, not the only thing you do. So pause for a second and ask yourself honestly, if I could only accomplish one thing this year, what would actually change my life the most? Not what sounds impressive, not what everyone else is doing. What would actually move the needle for you? That's your answer. Everything else on your list right now is a distraction wearing the costume of ambition. Here's exactly how you lock this in, step by step. Step 1. Write your one goal down, not 10. 1. Put it somewhere you'll physically see it every single day. Your phone lock screen, your bathroom mirror, the front page of your notes app. If it's not written down and visible, it's not a goal. It's just a wish floating around in your head, competing for space with 100 other thoughts. Step 2. Remove the distractions competing with it. That means the other goals you're not ready for yet. Pause them. Not forever. Just until this one is handled. You're not giving up on your other dreams. You're getting them in line one at a time instead of watching all of them fail together because you tried to force them through at once. Step 3. Take 1% action on it every single day, no exceptions. Not a massive leap. 1%, 1 page written, 1 workout done, $1 saved, 1 skill repped. Small, consistent, almost boring action compounds into results big enough to change your life, while everyone else is still planning their 10 goals and has nothing to show for it in 6 months. Step 4. Track it visibly. A simple streak counter, a check mark on a calendar, a habit tracker app, something that shows you the chain you're building. When you can see 7 days in a row, 10 days in a row, 30 days in a row, quitting starts to feel more painful than continuing. That visible proof becomes its own motivation. Step 5. Review weekly, not daily. Once a week, take 5 minutes and ask, did I move this forward? What got in the way? What's one adjustment for next week? This isn't about guilt. It's about staying honest with yourself before small drift turns into total abandonment 3 months from now. Write it down, remove the noise, show up daily, track the streak, review weekly. That's the entire formula. Simple enough to actually follow, powerful enough to change the next 12 months of your life. 1 year from now, time is passing either way. You don't get a choice about that. The only choice you actually have is whether you spend that year scattered across 10 half efforts or locked onto the one goal that actually matters. Picture yourself exactly 1 year from today. In one version, nothing much has changed. You're still juggling the same 10 goals, still starting over every few weeks, still feeling like you're behind everyone else. In the other version, you're standing on the other side of the one thing you finally finished. Not 10 things. One. But one real, completed, life-changing thing. That version of you exists right now as a possibility. Whether it becomes real depends on what you choose to focus on starting today. Not next Monday, not next month, not when things calm down. Things are never going to calm down on their own. You have to be the one who narrows the focus and creates the calm. A year from now, you'll either have a list of excuses for why nothing changed, or you'll have the one result that changed everything else. That choice is being made today in what you decide to give your attention to right now in this exact moment. So remember, you don't need more goals. You need one goal, chosen on purpose, and the discipline to protect it from everything else competing for your attention. Write it down, cut the noise, show up daily, track it, review it weekly. That's it. If this hit different, hit subscribe. Tomorrow I'm sharing the exact daily routine that keeps you locked in on your one goal, even on the days you don't feel like it. And comment your one goal below right now. Let's hold each other accountable.